response to that, which was the hashtag distractingly sexy, with lots of women in their sort of lab coats and weird masks and things taking selfies and putting them up. I really enjoyed that. I can't say, but science is universal and it is something that everyone should be a part of. So if there is a problem, it's something that needs to be fixed. But I don't know, that debate was pretty over the top. I think most of the things that could be said about that have been said, really, on both sides.
Okay, I'll let you off with that, Georgia. Great to talk to you. Thank you. It's Georgia Mills I've been talking to, naked scientist and zoology graduate, about how and why we should be encouraging everybody, and not just women, to look at science as a potential career. Did you? Would you encourage youngsters today? 81333. As always, the text to respond to anything you hear, start your message mark, and you can do that while you enjoy Bob Marley and the Wailers.
Don't worry about a thing, 'cause everything's gonna be alright.
25 years his senior, the two men became firm friends the first moment they met. Mozart dedicated his 6 Viennese quartets to his mentor. Haydn described Mozart as the greatest composer known to me either in person or by name. Haydn lived a long life, dying a septuagenarian, no mean feat in those days. Mozart died in his 30s, nearly 10 years before Haydn wrote that Te Deum. The Jupiter Symphony was written in 1788, one of a trio of symphonies he composed in just 9 weeks. Staggering, given the quality of each of the symphonies. Conductor Thomas Sondergaard is aiming to bring a sense of intimacy and authenticity to his performance.
It is vital that we make this distinction between religion on the one hand and political ideology on the other.
Ideology. It's not a very British thing to do.
We're living in times which are unprecedented. 10 years on from 7/7. What possessed those individuals who were British born to strap a bomb onto themselves, go into a tube and blow themselves up? Now that poisonous ideology continues today. Something has to be done, and we've got to be on the front foot of it.
For some, I suppose being the subject of an EAU file might become a badge of honour, just as getting ASBOs were for some teenagers. And what about those under an extremist disruption order? That feels a bit like an ASBO too. Those under such an order may be required to give the police advanced warning of their attendance at a public event. They may also be required to submit anything they want to write on social media to the police in advance as well. The British police as censors? What would Dixon of Dock Green, the very symbol of common sense policing in this country, make of that? And what will it do to our image? I asked Lord Ahmed. The picture of someone under a disruption order having to go to a police station and say, look, I'm thinking of making this speech or writing this article. Is that okay, Sergeant? That's not a great picture to sell to the rest of the world,
I
is
think
it?
the picture you're painting isn't the one I see. And the picture, part of our responsibility, if I could just finish on this, it is our job in government to ensure that if we're seeking to bring in these changes, if we're seeking to actually create, protect the very values that we all share, irrespective of faith, that we actually ensure that people do understand why we're taking these steps.